Jordan, as we wrap up here, are there any other particular water crises in the United States that are going overlooked other than the ones we mentioned? I mean, we brushed on Mississippi, we brushed on New Jersey, Flint, Pennsylvania. Are there any other ones that you've all highlighted as status quo that are going underrepresented elsewhere?
Detroit has really bad water. It has been for a while, but it's kind of just nothing's been done about it. So Detroit, when I was at the Young Turks, Indiana, East Chicago, Indiana, while Pence was still vice president, they had a major lead problem in the soil and the water that barely got any national attention. What happened was they built low income housing, i.e., apartments for Black people. They built it on top of a lead smelting plant. So what could go wrong? And this was like in the 70s, they built this. So over the years, the soil got so contaminated, and then the water got contaminated from this plant. So Indiana, in East Chicago, which is about 40 minutes from Chicago, Illinois, they've had a major lead problem that, again, that too has been swept under the rug. They shut down the apartment complex where the astronomical levels of lead were found, but they found lead in the water in residential areas across the city. And essentially, they did what they did in Flint and elsewhere. They did testing, a little remediation, and then declared the water is fine. But I would tell you, if independent, keyword independent, testers would go into most of these cities and would actually, with that testing, would verify that the homes they're testing, what the metal is of their pipes. Is it lead? Is it copper? Is it galvanized steel? Because right now, the testing does not actually confirm whether the homes you're testing are connected to lead service lines. Most of these cities just go off old historical records. In Flint's case, they were written on index cards, and half of them had to be thrown out because they were in not readable. So yeah, Indiana has a real bad water problem in East Chicago. Milwaukee has had a lead problem for many, many years. Pittsburgh, where you're from, has had lead and other water problems. I would also say Florida has had real bad water problems because of the runoff. These sugar farms, sugar beet farming, they're dumping their waste into people's water streams that people are drinking. That's been in the Everglades and other places. So, yeah, I wish I can give you
Florida water has a very particular aroma that I know when I smell it. I mean, I'm sure you spent some time in Florida. Like, there's a particular, it's Florida water. It is a particular smell that their water has that I've always noticed.
Yeah, that's from chemicals in the water. Best bet is just to drink whiskey or your piss is my.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and